Hey everyone, Lensman Oz here and welcome back to Captain of Industry. Let's see where we left off. We were running through this whole process here with the crude oil being split into different materials, and we're just trying to get the machines built that will take those materials and turn them into things we need, rubber being one of them. Rubber is quite needed, and we don't have the people. We're also waiting on the people, so we have 16 refugees in 8 months, and then they will be able to hopefully move in and continue our buildings. Got a couple of things laid out in that last one. We now have water being produced here, this farm, so it stays wet. Concrete being used a lot. There has been some updates, and I'm not sure. Yeah, okay, so there will be some changes to the early game coming in beta. So we're currently in alpha. In that some of these materials required will change to. I think concrete's going to this level though. The devs did just put out another update. So if you are following along with the game, go and read the updates because they definitely give you an idea of what's to come. Our copper is good now. We are okay with maintenance. We just need workers. So every time I build something, and we're going to need like 6 here and another 10 here. So that 16 will be a godsend for us. Coal is starting to very much get eaten into, and we are out of storage space again. Both of these are full. So I think we're okay on that. Let's see. Copper's good here. Copper's good there. Sand is okay, and we've still only got the one vehicle running that. We will get to a point where we're going to run out of space to dump things, and we'll probably end up expanding the island at that point. I may flatten some of this and fill some of this and go from there, or we'll expand out a different direction. I will need to work on. Let's have a look at our research clinic coming soon, so that's not available yet. Construction 3, pipes 2, I guess is more pipes happening. Thermal desal requires construction 2. All right. So I guess construction 2 is what we need, which will be, and we need purified copper at that point. Okay, that's going to be an interesting one because we need to make proper copper, which needs acid, which we can get from sour water or heavy distillate. Okay. So both of these are doable. We can pump heavy and sour water into the sour water stripper. So we've got that already, so that's something we need to build. And then we'll get acid, etc. But construction 3, we may as well start the research on it and come back. Okay, so that's the cracking unit. We need to go the sour water stripper because we're going to get light out of here. We're going to get sour water out of here. And then worst case, we can pull heavy distillate. So what are you? You're going to be the... What do we work out here? Do I pump diesel into here or do I pump sour water? I think I want this to be the diesel and this one to be the sour water. Let's unpause that. So we're now producing rubber and the light distillate, which I need to find a use for. I could burn it off, but that's pollution. I don't know if I've got any use for it yet. So let's tank it, which isn't going to last for long, but put a tank there for now. Okay, back to the oil processing. So we do need the sour water stripper, which I'm going to need. Can I flip you? How much high pressure are you putting out? Enough. Okay, so let's put you here. And then I want transport pipe from here. Cannot join to a ramp. Why is that up so high in the air? Down in there and have a look. Where is that coming? I need to... There's terrible things afloat here. That piece needs to get cancelled. All right. It's ugly, but it's in there. And it's only going to cost us a little bit to build it. So let's just build it. Hello. Stop clicking the cracking unit. All right, so that's going to fill up with steam. And then you need the sour water input. You are doing that one, please. Getting... Okay, very good. I'm hoping this works correctly and that we get the diesel into this tank. Yes, it has... No, truck import is off. Oh no, diesel. Yeah, of course it is. Empty it, please, everyone. Gonna have to change our way of doing things because of course we do. This will now be diesel. Because of course this needs to be drained now. I'll come and empty this, please. What have you got in you? Why are you trying to deliver iron ore? What are you doing? Alright, so diesel's flowing into here. Let's unpause this guy. Oh, did we get our workers, did we? We are full until this is built, which will be built now. 16 in 8 months. I'm close to just purging this. Click to remove. Storage is now being emptied. Good. Please empty it. Put it in here. Oh no, I turned truck import off. I don't want them to just fill it up So the light is going in there. All right, so we don't have enough workers. That's fine. We're going to do this one. And then I'm going to do some spaghetti. Because reasons. Like so. Probably didn't need to go up two. I probably could have got away with one. But whatever. And out of here we're going to get the light and the acid. Acid will then go... What do we do with acid? That goes to the metallurgy, right? Copper electrolysis. So we want this basically down here. Yeah. So can I flip you, please? So we'll go... I don't know how quickly this will reduce. So if I do 2, but pause 1. And then I'm going to need pipes. You trained yet? Come on. Pipe from here. Pump it back into here. Which again is going to be a bit of a nightmare, but... see. Like that. And then acid will come from here. I got more. Can go over like that. No, okay, one more, please. Like so. We got... Good, we got another 16 population. Very nice. Things are happening. Are you empty? You're empty. Good. So, kill. Sour water, that's what I want. Very nice. Very, very good. Pipe. Really? Really? You know what? I'm not interested. I'll deal with it. It's fine. Okay, let's get the sour water flowing. Okay, we are making acid and light distillate. And I probably should have put a tank in here somewhere because that would have been the smart thing to do. And I can't, you know, can't wait to have the, you know, smart thing to do here. Okay, I still don't have any other way of getting rid of this light yet. Don't have a use for light distillate except for burning it off. I don't like that thought. Let's get storage. Storage is what tank. I don't want to put a tank in here somewhere. Maybe I should tank here and then redo the pipework. Okay, so output of you. So they're being trucked in. Alright. Good, let's look at transports. So flat conveyor, we're actually going to go from here down to here. So let's delete this. There it goes. And then we are going to come from here and come straight across here. Let's do that. And then we're going to come from here. May end up moving this building and placing it here instead, maybe. Let's do that. Okay, transports, flat conveyor. Nicely done. Again, like these things are gonna move by truck until everything's processed. So worst case, they come and pick the stuff up and then move it by truck, right? Which is what they're doing at the moment. But we've got a little bit of head start here. And this guy, he can balance if we need to. Good, good. Rubber is happening, which is nice. That we make our own rubber. Which eventually they'll make this and we'll be okay. Just need the materials. Construction parts are low. There we go. That's the third level. So copper and construction parts 2 gives us construction parts 3. It still means we can jump into our thing here and look at that's thermal desal. What's the next one I was going to look at? It's just brine, salt, steel smelting. Maybe I didn't need any of this stuff yet. Oh, that's right. I'm looking for something that can use the light. I don't think I have anything. May have to burn it off. Might have to burn it off. Unlocks distillation light. Introduces extra distillation step to increase efficiency of the diesel production. Okay. Guess we don't have some of this stuff yet. Anyway, what I would like in this is the ability to click on an item and work out what it's used in. Like I push a right click on here and it tells me that I can use it in a certain machine, or uses of a material. So whether there's, again, I'm not sure if there's some way I can look that sort of stuff up, but that would be a handy little tool to have so I can investigate a particular thing. All right, so that's actually happening. We are making pure copper. And once this gets built, we will tell it to store copper. any copper that's in here should get taken out and stored for us. Can't make fuel tanks there yet. And we've got, like, it's a mess, but everything bar this is usable. So as I said before, we're probably just going to have to flare it, which it's not ideal. Not ideal at all. Anyway, I don't have a use for it at this point. I don't think I do anyway. Please let me know if I do have a use for it, because I'm not sure what to do with it. Really quickly, I don't want to go too far afield, because I know once you get to a certain point, you'll unlock pirates, and I don't really want to deal with pirates. We have no rubber. Do that, please. Iron plates. Hopefully they can they will deliver our materials when we need it. I think I need to... Plates are here. Waiting until there's enough cargo to pick up. Again, I don't have to put a second fluid module on here or not. But, I mean, long and short, this sort of setup over here can probably be axed, and that oil run through this system, because we're making diesel. We're going crude, steam, still uses coal, getting heavy gas oil. Oh, we have an output. Gas oil. Here's a 16. You give us 6. So this probably needs to just be turned off. I mean, this will run out eventually soon anyway. Right, this is running again. These guys need to be switched to... Well, they're just running out the last impure, I guess. I might deconstruct that. You will now not allow truck imports, so that we can just burn through the last of the impure. And then once they remove this, we'll run the flat conveyor from here. That's terrible. That's not going to work either. Let me move. That should be enough. It means they won't be able to drive in here. They'll have to drive around. Come and get it. Really? You took some of it. Okay, cool. Belt is in. Build it. Okay. We have impure, or pure copper, pushing down to these, and they will run until they stop. See what happens. I'll switch one over to the pure one, so I don't want to run out of maintenance. That would be bad. And done. Let's switch to you and turn that one off. guess I could turn both on, and then it's not super a problem. I don't know if I can turn both on. Like, that's got... It's only got 5. No, we'll turn these off. They're done now. So, one less iron plate. Half the amount of copper, and then our copper is processing here at 16, gives 16. So it's not duplicating, but we're using half. And that's just for a bit of acid that's being pumped over from here that I should have put a tank in for. Are we out of sour water? Yep. Because this is full of diesel. That's full. That's full. I'm going to need more diesel tanks. Or run more generators off diesel. Don't know what else we can use diesel for. Not burning it. That's just silly. Right. I don't know if there's a diesel boiler power production. I mean, we've got the diesel generator. I'd like to run the boiler off a diesel generator. That'd be awesome. We could. I think we're okay now. We're okay for power. We're okay for diesel. Trucks aren't going to run out. Yeah. What is our overlays like? So we're getting low on oil here, which is fine. I think if we... There's 7,600 left. So it'll keep going for a touch, and then it'll run out. These guys are digging quite well into their environment. So again, coal is good. This is still now constructed. There it goes. Comes the copper. Nicely done. So this now doesn't need truck import. It'll run from its belt, and these guys will kick off again. That's awesome. How are we doing everywhere else? Is food good? 27 months. 23 workers available. We can probably start looking at getting a few other bits and pieces going. What do you want? You need to know what you're accepting before you make pollution. And I'll turn it off once we burn it down a little bit. It's obviously not a huge issue at the moment. That should run down. It's either that or I just run this and then pause it. Nice. Alright, so we've got the thing to deliver. Oh, it's gone. It's gone. Map. Did you get the trade thing happening? Should I send them? Let's explore. Let's explore. Hopefully they don't get shot at or we don't have, issues. They've got guns. Do I need this guy? I'm not sure. We are backed up. Everything is good. I don't... Maintenance isn't something you can pump out, right? I don't believe so. No, they're all inputs. I was going to say you can't pump it out. I guess we are going to need to start looking at construction parts 2. I don't know if I've got any buildings yet that require that. So I guess one last thing to look through. Okay, let's look into research. And that could be the last thing we do before we wrap up. This vehicle management mightn't hurt. We'll just get an extra 20 vehicles we can do, and then probably this one here. May as well clean up our research. Nice. So that'll keep us going for a couple of months, I guess. Okay, the ship and some loot. 20 people. Rubber, copper, array. Oh my gosh, I didn't realise this was going to be so full on. We can explore further away. Not enough fuel. Okay, go home. Let's get away from that machine. Sorry about that. Alright, I'm going to wrap up here. This guy is pumping out the crude oil he just picked up. Putting it into this system, I guess. So it can be processed through into diesels and acids and all sorts of things. So I'll have to put a tank in somewhere. We'll have to run some pipework for an acid tank, I guess. Light distillate. Nice. Bit more processing happening. Again, models are top notch. Well done, guys. Such a fantastic looking game, especially when you get right down up close and see all the moving parts. Until next time, though, thank you all for watching. Comments down below. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one. Oop, we need to turn this off really badly. Out of people. Oh my. Oh my. We have some homeless people. I have 8 people that don't have a house. Oops. Maybe housing 2 should be before these guys. Let's remove these. That's number Q. Q number 2. That'll give us... Hopefully we can upgrade to this. Settlement's overgrounded. I get it. I get it. Alright. Now I'm wrapping up. Thanks for watching, everyone. And I'll see you next time. Bye now.